Hey everyone! Welcome back to Baker's Bites. Today we're doing something really fun and exciting. We're making 5 amazing cookies from just one dough. Get ready to be blown away by this cookie magic. Basic cookie dough. First, we need our base. We're going to start by making a simple cookie dough. In a large bowl, combine the butter and icing sugar and beat until it's light and fluffy. Now, add in 1 egg at a time, making sure to beat well after each addition. For the last egg, I like to add in a touch of vanilla extract. It helps to mask any eggy smell, but you can totally skip it if you prefer. Next, we'll add in the baking powder and salt, and slowly whisk in the flour. Be sure to add the flour a little bit at a time, mixing well after each addition. We don't want any lumps in our dough. Now it's time to knead. Transfer the dough to a clean surface and knead until it's smooth and elastic. All the ingredients used in this video will be listed in the description box below. Be sure to check it out. Once the dough is kneaded, roll it into a log and divide it into 5 equal portions. Now, get ready to transform each portion into a delicious cookie masterpiece. Chocolate stick. For our first cookie, we're going for a chocolate stick. To the first portion of dough, add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Knead until the cocoa is evenly distributed, giving you a beautiful chocolatey dough. Using a tablespoon measuring spoon, scoop out the dough and roll it into a long log. Place the log on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 12 to 14 minutes. Let the cookies cool completely on the baking sheet before moving them. Once the cookies have cooled, it's time for the fun part. Melt 150 grams of chocolate in the microwave, using 30-second intervals, stirring until smooth. Add 1 tablespoon of oil to the melted chocolate and stir until it forms a smooth paste. Now, add 2 teaspoons of chopped nuts and mix well. Dip the cooled chocolate stick cookies into the chocolate mixture, coating them completely. Allow the excess chocolate to drip off and place the cookies back on the parchment paper to set. Triangle cookies. Now for a change of pace, we're making some delightful triangle cookies. Roll the second portion of dough onto a piece of parchment paper to about 1 inch thick. Using a triangle cookie cutter, cut out your shapes and arrange them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Let the cookies cool completely before moving them. White chocolate dip with sesame. Sweet! We're going to give these triangle cookies a beautiful white chocolate and sesame seed dip. Melt 100 g of white chocolate and 1 tablespoon of oil in the microwave, using 30-second intervals, stirring until the chocolate is completely melted. Add 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds and mix well until they're evenly distributed. Dip the cooled triangle cookies into the white chocolate and sesame seed mixture, allowing the excess to drip off. Place the cookies back on the parchment paper to set. Bisscoff cookies. Let's make a Bisscoff dream come true. Add 60 g of crushed Bisscoff cookies to the third portion of dough. Knead well until the crumbs are evenly distributed throughout the dough. Roll the dough out to 1 inch thick and Use a ruler to cut it into even rectangles. Place the rectangles on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Let the cookies cool completely. Caramel chocolate dip. For these delicious Bisscoff cookies, we're using a caramel chocolate dip. Melt 120 grams of caramel chocolate and 1 tablespoon of oil in the microwave, using 30-second intervals, stirring until the chocolate is melted. Add 30 grams of crushed Bisscoff cookies to the melted chocolate and stir well. Dip the cooled cookies into the chocolate mixture, ensuring they are completely coated. Allow the excess chocolate to drip off and place the cookies back on the parchment paper to set. Sprinkle some crushed Bisscoff cookies before the chocolate hardens. Lemon cookies. Next up, some refreshing lemon cookies. Add the zest of 1 lemon to the 4th portion of dough. Knead until the zest is evenly distributed. Roll the dough out to 1 inch thick and use your favorite cookie cutter to shape the cookies. Place the cookies on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Let the cookies cool completely. Lemon glaze. For the perfect finishing touch, we're making a simple lemon glaze. In a bowl, combine 3/4 cup of icing sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, a little water, and yellow food coloring. Mix until a thick glaze forms. Dip the cooled lemon cookies into the glaze, allowing the excess to drip off. Place the cookies back on the parchment paper to allow the glaze to set. Chocolate chip cookies. We can't forget the classic chocolate chip cookie. Add 1/4 cup of chocolate chips to the 5th portion of dough. Knead well to distribute the chips throughout the dough. Roll the dough out to 1 inch thick and use a square cookie cutter to shape the cookies. Place the cookies on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and bake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Let the cookies cool completely. Final dip. For an extra touch of chocolatey goodness, we're using the leftover chocolate from the chocolate stick cookies. Dip half of each cooled chocolate chip cookie into the leftover chocolate mixture and allow the excess to drip off. Place the cookies back on the parchment paper to set. There you have it! 5 amazing cookies from just 1 batch of dough. I hope you enjoyed this fun baking adventure, and don't forget to give it a try at home. Leave a comment down below and let me know which cookie was your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe to Baker's Bites for more delicious baking videos. Thanks for watching!